What's up, everybody? Shadow boxing, kick hitting into gknowthsising. In your crown chakra are 72 different more melanin forms, chakras. So cheers to that one. And some kickboxing with wrist weights for fast hands. Now, why should you kickbox, or why should you hit into nothing? That's what this talk here will be about. So, it's getting warm here. So let's ramble on. So, what is melanin, and why should you work, or why do you also already work with it? Melanin is one of the keys here that we are working with. Let's get a bit bigger here. So, your shadow forms are your shadow projections, so to say, your demons. Your demons and we can also talk about your daemons, which are they also called, your daemons. Or your daemons, spelled differently. Are also your angels. Now, why is that? Why are your demons your angels? Because everything is basically mind patterns. That's still running here? Yeah. Everything is actually mind patterns. So everything is patterns. Which will be the next word in here. So and or so to say forms. And this is basically your geometric patterns, your geometry, your geometry. That you see in front of you. You see different shapes of yourself, so to say. Shapes, your geometry, your shapes. And that's basically what the form of melanin, your shapes or your form of melanin that sits in your light bringer or the light bringer The light bringer is Lucifer. So Lucifer brings the light. That's basically referring to your pineal gland. Refers to your pineal gland. So your pineal gland, or your third eye, so to say, third eye, is Lucifer, because you are like a candle here, and you bring light with all different forms of melanin that are sitting in your 7th chakra, right? Your 7th chakra. Chakra, or so to say chakra, which refers to kickboxing, or your 7th gland, which is where we are also referring to different gens or geniuses, right? So if we are ingesting different gens, we are ingesting different geniuses of ourselves. So, genies and jinns and spirits, so to say, spirits. Spirits, jinns, or jinns, which is talking about alcohol. Spirit, jinns, and geniuses. So you use more of your brain capacity when, for example, I do these talks non-scripted, and I just talk whatever comes up. Now, some strategies for that are also fasting and feasting, which are also, we can also put them in here. Fasting and feasting. And what I'm also talking about is Shivamukalpa, which is urine therapy. And it's about dimethyltryptamine, so it's about DMT, which is also in urine, or in Orion, so to say, which is urine. And it's the spirit molecule. And this spirit molecule is there to interact, or maybe DMT is also melanin, you know, the black substance, but DMT and melanin are interacting in your pineal gland in Lucifer to bring forward light. So that's what is basically gknowthsising, you know, knowledge of self. You box into knowing, you box into gnosis. Let's put these words here down. You box into gnosis, box into gnosis, into knowing, you box into now, you box into nothing, you box into knowledge of self, or so to say of, second F here, self. So you turn off yourself, and when you turn off yourself, you get the melanin. Because melanin is produced under stress. So if you stress yourself, you get melanin. And melanin is always what gives form, like I was saying. Melanin gives to knowledge. And this is basically what we are doing if we're doing shadow boxing. You know, you box your shadow. You know, people say you only fight against yourself. That's what you do, because you box into your projections. You project into projections. Of your soul, or your soul, which is connected to salt, or the lower parts of your feet, or your sun, your light. And if you project into your own light with shadows, there you see the anomaly of it, right? So because shadows and light and shadows, light and shadow, because only with light you have shadows, but if you only would have light, you would not see anything. You know, if you only would have light, the whole freaking place would be nothing. It would be nothing. There would only be light. So you have to have darkness in order to see light. You have to have darkness. Have to have darkness to see and bring forward light. So this is why it would also maybe not be called shadow boxing, it would be called light boxing. Right? We could put this here. Light boxing. Right? And light, we could also talk about heavy boxing, right? Heavy boxing would be boxing with a lot of light. So that's basically what this anomaly is talking about. Yeah, but now back to the core sentence. In your crown chakra are 72 different more melanin forms, chakras. So why are they 72? It has to have something to do with the book of Goetia or something it's called. But it basically talks about your patterns or your geometric forms that you project into the matrix around you. So this is how you would also form via thought, right? You inform via light. Bring into existence. Or, so to say, your matrix. Or your matriz. Which is talking about ma'at. Which is talking about the 42 laws, and which is talking about kinetic yoga. Or Smaitawi. So kinetic yoga or Smaitawi triggers melanin. And this is where this is why I'm doing kinetic yoga or Smaitawi with the kids. You know, kinetic yoga or Smaitawi with kids. Because if kids have this special type of melanin, they can't be, I can't and I won't, and nobody else can control them via thought or via anything else. Because if you have that melanin, you have chaos. We can put this here. So you have chaos. And only chaos is real. And only from chaos you can put things into order. And this is where boxing also comes into place, right? Because you're full of dark substance. Now you do special techniques to bring forward the form or the pattern that you put the melanin in, because otherwise it would just be wishy-washy. It was like this. But no, you put that into a straight form. And this is how you would basically inform your body and structure your body. And this is why technique training is important. But only techniques also won't bring you anywhere, because you have to box forward and you have to bring and crush through nothing, because there isn't anything. You just box into nothing because antimatter is basically blocking you, but you crush through the antimatter. That's what you do. You crush through antimatter. Crush or crash or box through antimatter. Or, so to say, the melanin around you. You box through the antimatter. And this is what keeps you going. You keep going. And this is what keeps body alive. And now your body dharma, your real. You know, this is how you study basically darkness, because only from chaos, like I said, you bring forward light, which sounds like it's not working for many people, but it is for most. And this is why, you know, also bridging knowledge, this is what we can also bring here. You bridge knowledge from Smitawi to Kemetic Yoga. Smitawi is Kemetic Yoga. Smitawi plus bridges. To bridge knowledge. Gnosis. From one realm or head to another. And because we're cool, we spell another one here. And we also put January the 4th. January 4th, 2022. And we put my signature here. Yeah, that's it. Hope you like this one here. So, one more time. Shadow boxing, kick hitting, and gknowthsising. In your crown chakra are 72 different more melanin forms, so chakras, so to say. Melanin is chaos, so basically we're talking about light boxing, because light boxing is shadow boxing. Or if you have a lot of light, you do heavy light boxing, heavy boxing. Your demons or damians are also your angels. So we can also put that here. Your points of view. Your points of view. Your angels are your viewpoints. Your angels are your viewpoints, so are your demons. And patterns and forms are basically your geometry. Your geometry, your shapes or your form of melanin. The light bringer is Lucifer, which refers to your pineal gland, your third eye, your seventh chakra, your chakra gland. Spirits, jinns and geniuses, fasting and feasting, and Shivamukalpa, because DMT, the spirit molecule dimethyltryptamine, is in Orion or urine, so to say. box into gnosis, into knowing, into know or nothing of self. So you get more melanin, or melanin is produced under stress. Basically, you box into your projections of your soul, or your soul, which is talking about the bottom part of your feet. Your sun, or your sun, your light, which is your shadow. Because I was explaining, without light you would not have any shadow. Without shadows you would not have any light. So one depends on the other, and basically refers to enlightenment, or yin and yang, or black and white, which equals in gray, or gray matter. You have to have darkness to see and bring forward light. Inform via light, bring into existence, which equals in your matrix, or your matrice, or into your 42 laws of Ma'at, which is talking about kinetic yoga, or Smitawi. Can do one more kinetic posture here. If you basically are not seeing it because the angle is too far into the foot chart, but this basically is talking about your projection into life. 42 laws of Ma'at, kinetic yoga, Smitawi with kids, because it triggers melanin and it gives kids the opportunity to tap into themselves and to bring forward their own knowledge, which nobody else can basically put down, you know, because kids already knew. And this is talking about gnosis, knowledge of self. This is why we also do bridges, to bridge gnosis from one realm to another one. And crush, crash, or box through antimatter, boom, poop, pop. You box into antimatter to keep going, and which keeps your body alive, your Dharma or your wheel. This is basically what this whole video is about, staying alive. So, I am already 27, so we wait a bit until I turn 28, and then we are synchronized one more time. Synchronicities. Sync the knowledge and sync everybody and bring forward your own life. And then don't sync up, but enjoy your life, you know, joy is a big part of these videos here. You can put that here, joy and fun. Joy and fun. This is why I'm doing that. So, I love you. Stay awesome. Oh no, we are into the 29 club again. So, that's also good, you know. The Joy Club. Into the 29. I love you. Stay awesome. And bring forward light. I love you.